lot of you are new to WordPress, so in this video I thought why not take you through the back end of WordPress, the dashboard, so that you see what is there, what you can do, the changes. So in this video I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the WordPress dashboard. So you can stay with me and let's learn something. So I created a site on 000webhost.com or busy sites, and I have a brand new install of WordPress, and let's look at it. There was this one thing about switching from the front end and the back end. If you are the back end, you can easily go to the front end. If you are the front end, you can easily go to the back end. That's how the back end looks like, or the dashboard looks like. Yes, and if you want to go to the front end, go to the WordPress bar. That's how we call this, the WordPress bar. When you go here, hover over your site name, you see visit sites. You come to visit site, you can click on it, but usually I right click on it and then I choose open link in new tab, so that it opens the front end for me. It thinks my website is malicious, but since I created it, I know it's not malicious, so I know nobody's tricking me. So if you get an error like this, you may be getting an error like this if you are using 0.0 because some people use advantage of the free site and then they build malicious software and then they share it. So Google is already, Chrome is already, it's always on the alert for this kind of thing. But since I did it myself, I'll just go to the details and I click here, visit unsafe, this unsafe site. So let's go to my unsafe site. So this is how the front end is. Don't mind the dangerous. We are just working on the site, so don't mind the dangerous. We just built our own site. So there's a front end. There's a clean install of WordPress. Not so clean, not so virgin, but it's a basic install of WordPress. And there's the back end. So I'll take you through, and also I'll delete the unnecessary things we don't need, so that we have a clean install of WordPress. It's very good to have a clean install of WordPress, especially when you are using this, a free hosting. Your sites, the disk space is limited, so imagine if you have themes and plugins you don't need. It will just make your space big, and also since you don't need them, and then it's just there to make the site very heavy and then to load slowly. So I'll give you a walkthrough of the dashboard, and then we'll delete any unnecessary things that we see. Alright, yes, and also if you are the front end and then you've logged in, you can see this dashboard, the WordPress dashboard. If you want to go to the back end, you just hover over the website name, then dashboard. So I right click and then choose open link in new tab, and now the dashboard is opened. Alright, so we are going to focus here and then we'll see whatever things that is here. So there's a dashboard, this is the home of it. Because it's free hosting and it's somebody's hosting site, they will see that they will be advertising things here. You don't need this thing, so let's take it off. Let's keep it as clean as possible. Shapely, you don't need shapely, you take it off. Listen to WordPress is telling us something, you can dismiss it. You don't need all these things, so you can clear all these things for it to be clean. Yes, so there are these things, these informations too that they give you. If you need them, you can view them. If you don't want them and you want it to look neat, you realize that there's no clear button here, only go down. Then you can also come and click this and go up. That's all you can do. But if you want to clear this, all you can do is that you come to screen options. They've checked all the things you can see. If you want to see a welcome message, you can click on the welcome message. You don't want to see any welcome message. You don't want to see any recommended update. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. As you are clicking and at a glance, you don't want to see it. It will go. At a glance, it's gone. Yeah. So activity 2 is gone. Quick drafts is gone. WordPress what is gone. Now to me, then I can put the screen options where it was. Now to me, this looks better. Okay, so you can either go to level or this. Now it looks cleaner to me. Alright, so you can come to update. Oh, it's my own site. There's nothing wrong with it. So it will be giving me this error. Once it has flagged it as dangerous, it will give me this error. It wants to protect me. So similar thing here, you can just take it off. So updates will tell you what you should update. So this is you should update our WordPress. you could do that if you want to. And then all my plugins and my themes are up to date. If they were not, you could update them here. But for this tutorial, I wouldn't update it. If you want to update it, just click send it to update. Then insights. So you can launch with that. You can set up Monster Insights. I'm going to delete Monster Insights plugin, so there's no need to set it up. So let's go. At the back end, this is the term we usually use: the post, the pages, appearance, plugins, and then settings. I'm repeating it: posts, pages, appearance, plugins, and then settings. That's what we usually use. Alright, so posts and pages. This is the difference between posts and pages. Post, it's like a blog, it's a content that you are putting there. Posts and pages, they look the same, but they are actually not the same. The post is more like a content that you are putting there, and a page, like it explains, it's a whole web page. And posts, we usually use it for things like blogs, and pages, we use it to build like a complete page. When you build a page, Google indexes it. You can build a post as a page, but the problem is that you have a lot of posts, a lot of pages, so Google indexes plenty, and then you get confused when it comes to your website. Another thing is that you can put a post on a page, but you can't put a page on a post. You can't put a page on a page, but you put posts on pages. So you can have one post on a page, you can have multiple posts on a page. And then one big difference about posts and pages is that when you create posts, you have a page called archive page. The archive page, you can have posts, plenty posts, all the posts you've created, you can have them archived. You see that sometimes when you open a website, you see all their posts, and then you scroll out and you see next page, then go to page 2, then next page, then go to page 3. That is the archive. All the posts they've created, they've been able to arrange them, so you can search through, you can click on them, and then it will open. So that's the difference. But there's no way you can archive pages. Like you have a page that will have all your pages there. No, there's no way you can do that. So that's the difference. So let's see the posts that they have. Let's go to all posts. I'm sure they will have some posts there. We want to make a clean or a virgin install of WordPress. So whatever thing we see, we delete. So let's delete this post. Let's put it in the bin. And then we can go to the bin and then delete it permanently. We want it to be as clean as possible, so delete permanently. So yeah, so the post, you can add a new post. When you click this, you can add any of this. So you can add a new post, view all posts, add a new post, and then for whatever post you put there, you can set a category and tag for them. So you can view all the categories, you can view all the tags here. You have media. Media contains the pictures, the videos that you'll be using. All of them will be here. Oh, it looks like you have no media item form. If they were, you can see them here. You can either make it box like this, as it is default in the thumbnail form, or you can make it in a list form. So you can always add a new media. Okay, let's go to pages. We have some pages here. We want a clean install of WordPress, so we are going to delete all these pages, like the way we did for the other ones. But since there are plenty here, we want to use a bulk action, this one. So we'll select everything. Now for the bulk actions, we go to move to bin and we apply. Okay, to send everything to the bin. Error in moving item to bin. Why? Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's try and move them one by one and see if we get another error. Oh yeah, there's error. I think that these pages are so important to the site. The privacy and then the privacy page is very important. Let me see if I can delete this. Oh, it's the same. Don't worry. Let's go on. We might be able to delete it. Okay, so let's go to comments. Comments. Usually there's one comment here, but because I've deleted the post, the comment is gone. The WP forms. Okay, this is a plugin they've installed. It allows you to create forms. where people can put in their username, those things. We'll get there. Um, Themes. Before we go to appearance, you can see themes here, you can see menu. Usually appearance, when we come here, we deal with themes and then the menu. And some people also do a lot of widgets. But before then, I want us to go to the plugins and then delete some plugins. So the plugins allow us to extend additional functionalities. That's what they do. So with this install of WordPress, you have a lot of plugins you don't need, so you can delete them. So let's delete this anti-spam plugin. It's gone. All-in-one WP migration. Before you delete it, you have to deactivate them. You can do all of them at a go or one by one. Yeah, so you have some plugin like this. Some of them I don't know. Look at what it does. I said this is not just a plugin. It symbolizes the hope and enthusiasm of an entire generation summed up in the words sung by famously sung words. So pretty much what it does is that, hello Dolly, this is the lyric. So it will display that on your page for you. That's all. The lyrics of the song. That's all. Why do we need a plugin like that? So let's just delete it. But it's one of the default plugins that are usually on all WordPress sites. So let's take it off. Let's take under construction off. This one is for when you are maintaining your site. You don't want people to come there and come and see it as a caricature. So you put there under maintenance there. And then yes, and delete the other plugins too. You have to deactivate them first. So let's deactivate. Select an option. Let's choose I no longer need it. Let's deactivate this too. Okay, let's try and see if the bulk options will work. So let's select all and then let's delete, then apply. Okay, so everything is going. That's great. So we deleted everything. Now our plugin side looks good. It looks empty. That's great. Let's go to appearance. Yeah, so you have themes. This is a theme we are using now, Shapely. And then other themes. And when a theme is active, you see that everything customized. Here, the image is active. If it's not active, you can see that you can activate them. If it's active, there's no way you can delete it. But we want to delete this theme. We want to only maintain one of the default themes. So let's maintain 2021. So let's activate the 2021 theme and then delete all other themes. So now that 2021 is active, you can delete Shapely. You can see delete here, then delete. So to delete a theme, like I just did, you click on the theme, anywhere on the theme, click on it, and then click delete here. So yeah. So let's leave one. WordPress recommends that you can delete all the themes, but leave one of their default ones. Their default ones is the one that you see 2020, this 2020, that. Those are their default themes. So let's leave just this, and it's fine. Yes. Alright, so let's come to the users. Users are those who use your site. So you have, right now I have just one user. That is so busy. That's me, my email, and I'm an administrator. If your site is such that people can log in, they can sign up. When they sign up, their names will come here. And then you can also add new users. Let's say that you want to collaborate with someone. You want to build a site with someone. The only thing you need is their email. And then you give them a username. So I want to collaborate with Karen. So Karen, and then her email, maybe Karen @ubz.com. She was my personal assistant. So Karen @ubz.com. These are the only required things. You can leave everything as default. Even the password. Don't worry, when Karen gets the email, They allow her to set a password, either choose this or set another password. So yes, so here I can choose the role I want to give Karen. So I can either make her a subscriber, a contributor, an author. All of them gives her some sort of power. An editor. So an author, you can be able to create pages and stuff like that, pages and posts. An editor, you can be able to edit already created pages and posts. And yes, and then administrator. Contributor, I think you'll be able to reply people's comments, something like that. Administrator gives you all the privileges. The person can even kick you yourself out. So be careful when you give the administrator privilege to. Then add new user. The person wouldn't become a user until he goes to the email and then confirms before he becomes a user. So that's what you use a user for. So with this, you can collaborate with many people. So you can form a group. Let's say if you're in a company, you can add all the developers as users here. You can make all of them administrators or give them varying roles so that they can all log in and then you all develop the site with you. So that's what we usually do in the real world. With a profile, you can see, you can make changes to how you want it to look and stuff like that. So you can look at it. You can also change your first name, last name, stuff like that. Yeah. Then you come to choose. Choose to, we don't usually use it, but you can see what's there. You can import, you can see how healthy your site is, you can change URL, stuff like that. So they will tell you how healthy your site is right now. They are loaded. They said it should be improved. If I delete a lot of the things that they've put there by default and then make a version install, it will look cleaner and then my site health will improve. Alright, but you don't have to worry your head so much about these things, and then they will give you things you can do to improve your site, and you can follow it and then do it. So example, when I update my PHP version, my site will be improved. Settings, we usually spend a lot of time at settings here and do a lot of settings here. You can change the website name, so a busy website. Now it's just one word I see here. I can make it 2 words. So I can make it easy website. Can change the tagline. What then? The words that they've written here. So most awesome site. Most awesome site. And then please don't be tampering with distance. Only do it when you know what you are doing. But for now, I'll advise you not to tamper with this. Yeah, I can do it, but it's not in the scope of this course now. So please don't tamper with this. The URL, like we learned, the address is unique. When you change it, you cannot access your site anymore. Administrator's email, yes. This one you can change it. So you can put another administrator here. So if you don't want to use this email, I can change the email. And it will also only work only when I go to that email and then confirm it. And this is if you want other people to be able to register on your site, you can choose this. And when they register, what should they become? A subscriber. This site, I don't want anybody to register on it, to create an account on it. So I'll just take this off. And then yeah, you can see things here. The other stuff here, reading, writing. So a default post, the name of your default post, mail server. Usually we don't do anything here apart from this. So you come to writing. They said update services. Now that's what it does. Update services, when you have a blog, whenever you put a new blog in it, site has to index it. Site has to know that, oh, you have put a new website there, or Backend has put a new blog post there. So if somebody Googles it, the person will be able to find it. So you have to put websites here that they always ping. They ping the internet to see if the content has changed. So if anything on your website has changed, this update services, their bots will fill it and then they will update the way your website looks. So if somebody is looking for the new content, the person can find it. Without this, if there is nothing here, you make changes on your website, it wouldn't take effect on the internet. People will only notice this if they come to your site directly. But when they Google it, when they use a search engine, they will not find it. So we want people to find us from our search engine. You can read what they say here. We want people to find us from our search engine. So let's put all the relevant update sites there, update services sites there. There were a lot, but now there are a few. So to find them, let's just Google update, update services WordPress. When it comes, click here on WordPress.org's own site. You click here, they'll give you all their websites. So they show you the instructions of what to do. That's the one by default, but you want all these so that when we make a change in our blog, their boss will find it, and then when somebody searches, they'll be able to come to our site just from a Google search. So you put this updates here and then save changes. This is very important to do. Then you can see other things, other things here. Please don't discourage search engines from indexing sites. We want people to find our site through Google. If you click on this, nobody will find your site through Google or Bing or anything like that. You can also come to permalink here. Then yes, you choose how you want your URL to be. I just want it to be post name, so that I have pretty URL. So my website and then the name of the post. That's all. The reason why I wasn't able to delete some of the pages were that here no, they've said that that's my privacy policy page, so I'm not able to delete it. Let me try it one more time if I'm able to delete the page. Usually when I'm doing a clean install, I delete all pages. Okay, now I can delete. I've deleted the theme, so I think I can delete the page now. Boom, it works. So yes, and I can come to the bin and then delete everything. So let me empty the bin. Alright, let me go back to my front end. So there's the back end, there's the tool. Now it looks simple, it looks neat. And you can actually start building from here. So now that it looks neat, let me look at my front end. I can either go to visit site, or I've already have the site. So let me reload it and see what it shows. Yes, so this is our version install. Nice website. So yes, this is a walkthrough of the dashboard. This is a version install of the website. So if you install it, your website online, and then they give you a lot of things, please follow the instructions, clear it, make it neat. After that, you can come to your appearance, then you can come to your themes. Themes is how your site looks like. Then you choose your Astra theme. You go to add new. Okay, at this point, it looks like you can't search the themes here, but you can see your add new here. Or you can just come to here and then add a new theme. Okay, you can't add a theme from here. So when you click on the theme, you just click here, add new. Yes, and then look for your Astra. Install the Astra. When you finish, come to plugin. Then you install the starter template. And then your site is good to go. Alright, so this is the end of this tutorial. See you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe.